All right, welcome to Ask Styles. Now, I'm going to preface this like I'm not sure if this thing is live on Twitter. I'm not sure. Um, Seem like there are some issues, but I think it's on YouTube. Let me confirm, but I think it's showing on YouTube. So if it's not showing on Twitter, I apologize. But this is not going to be long because I didn't actually get that many questions. So um, I have to pull some of these babies up. But one thing I got to say is, was y'all not entertained tonight? Was y'all not entertained? That had to be, man, the most complete game we have probably played all year. Um, don't want to get into all the talk, but I would say this. For all the people after a win, that first words out of their mouth is Severe Wheeler. I hope y'all carry that same energy after this game. I really do. Now, I know some probably won't, but that's the way it should be. They played an amazing game. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think on a few occasions that CJ and Antonio passed up some jumpers, but that's just me being picky. So this is probably going to take about 10 minutes, if not longer. I think the chat is open. We had a crazy storm here, so I don't know if that's affecting the streaming, but I hope it's not. I'm going to always start with my man, Jeff Drummond, JD. He always gives me this is only the second episode. So the last episode he gave me a music question. So he gave me a music question this time too. So let me read the question. Jeff said, you're able to pick any one performer from any time, any genre, and put them in another group to see what happens. Who would it be? I should not have said genre. I should have said Gene Ray, like that guy on Wheel of Fortune on Achilles. If you haven't seen that, just look that up. So I thought about this, JD. This was a hard one. So these are my two picks. I had to go two. Um, the Commodores is probably one of my favorite groups. One of my favorite songs ever is Zoom by the Commodores. So here's what I would say. When Lionel left, I would like to replace him with Jeffrey Osborne. If you don't know who Jeffrey Osborne is, look him up. Unbelievable singer. So that's one. Second one is when Bobby Brown left New Edition. They replaced him with Johnny Gill. What if we could replace him with Usher? I think that's the way to go. In my opinion, can you imagine Usher on New Edition? That way. That's crazy. That's crazy good in my opinion. He would step right into their choreo and it wouldn't be a letdown. I think he could mesh well with them. To me, that's the one I would like to see more than anything else because that kid can sing, he can dance. That's the one for me. So, JD, that's my those are mine. I hope that answers your question well enough. But great question, JD, as usual. Now I just gotta find the other questions. I'm getting there, y'all. Next question was from DK Kentucky. Talk about freshman wide receivers. For wide receiver that's burning up to 60 meter, will he turn to full-time track? He said, I'm sorry I can't place his name. Jordan Anthony. All right. If you don't know me, I've said this many times, and as I've heard, you have to, when you broadcast, act like you have new listeners or new viewers every time. So for me, I am, if you don't know, I play football at Kentucky, defensive back. I was a track guy that played football. I wasn't a football player that ran track. I was the opposite. And track is probably my first love sport. And I love it to death. Jordan Anthony has a spot in football. Look back to, could that have been the COVID year when Gus had Schwartz? Schwartz he is to me what Jordan Anthony is. I think Schwartz might be a little bit bigger, but world-class track speed that you have to utilize him correctly on the football field. And Schwartz is in the NFL now. And didn't have amazing years at Auburn as far as stat-wise. But one thing you cannot coach is speed. Like you can't coach wingspan. You can't coach height. You cannot coach speed. And if you have a guy with amazing speed, Ted Ginn Jr. made it in the NFL for a long time with below average hands, but elite speed. You can bring conflict to a defense just by having one guy that can blow the top off the coverage. Even if he doesn't catch them all, but if you let him go and he catches the one, it's a problem. So I don't know what we can do with him because the kid, man, when he ran 6.61, I don't think people understand how fast 6.61 is. That's lower to mid 20 mile an hour speed he's creating. Probably 22, 23. Oh my God. What about Zach Miller, one of my childhood friends, chimes in and asks, what is your favorite track and field event to participate in? Look, I love Zach for this reason. I was a half miler. And the crazy thing about it, I was in the 4x1 and then I became a half miler, which is sick, right? And he's the guy who beat me, and I decided I don't want to run the 2 laps anymore. My favorite event, man, is the high jump, and it's not even close. My favorite to watch now, man, is close between the triple jump and the 400 hurdles. Those are the ones I love to watch now. Thanks, Zach. Hope all is well, man. Tell your dad and mom I said hello. From Eli Mitchell. Eagles Niners prediction. Should I say that for the end? No, I'm gonna do it as an order. That's a tough one. But I'm gonna say one thing. Jalen Hurts is on another level right now. San Francisco's defense is great, but man, what they're doing in Philly is amazing. What the weather's going to be like, that would be my next question. I just don't think 49ers can put up enough points. They only scored, 19 on Dallas? And Philly's got a little healthy. Defensive line is back to normal. Jordan Davis is back. Dallas scored 12. They could have easily put up 17. So I'm going to go 28-17 Philly. Thanks for the question, Eli. Now, I've had this question many times. Jason Berry asks, how good is Scangarello's offense with Wan'Dale, Healthy Levis, and same line of Cohen's first year? Now, you just put the whole trifecta in. The main of, you know what? Here's the deal. I think all you need is one. All you need is one of them. If you get a healthy O-line like Cohen had his first year here, that team wins 9 games. Remember, this is the crazy part I want people to remember. We are 2 penalties away from being 9-3 at the end of the season. 2 penalties, not what if this and what if that, because the plays played out. It wasn't like, oh, what if he would have caught that ball? Oh, what if he would have put that block on? Oh, what if he would have ran through the right hole? No. Complete a pass to Dane Key for a touchdown. Legal procedure, legal shift, whatever you want to call it. That's game winner, Ole Miss. Keydron, right? Intercept the ball against Vandy. Ox, hand to the face. That game is over without that penalty. So we're 9-3. If he gets that healthy line, even with Will being unhealthy against South Carolina, we go 10-2. We lose to Georgia and Tennessee. I just think playing in Neyland Stadium with the way that offense was rolling, I don't think it mattered. So I say we finish season 10-2. So that's how I feel about Scangarello's offense. And that's not even with Wan'Dale in a healthy Levis. I just think that with those 2 plays and then with a healthy O-line in the next one, I think we go 10-2 this year with a healthy line. With a healthy Levis, could we have beaten Tennessee? That would be the one that would be the one to consider. But the way they just beat us so badly, I'm not sure that's even the case. So I say we go 10-2. Now, Jeff Fugit asked me, chances of Noah Lyles breaking the Usain Bolt record. Bolt's record is a little under 19.2, I think. 19.1, 6, 7, something like that. And I think Noah just ran this last in Worlds. I think Noah ran 19.36. Let me, why am I guessing? Freaking great thing about technology, right? I can check it, right? Okay, so I was a little off. 200-meter record is 19.19, so it's just barely a shade under 19.2. Noah Lyles. All right. Well, it's nice when your internet is fast. And surpassed. So Noah ran a 19.31. So he's got to drop a little over 2/10. I'll say this. I think Noah just ran in his first indoor in 60 meters, which is not his best race. 60 meters, he doesn't get up to his max velocity. I shouldn't say max V. Max V, I said it again. Max velocity in a 60. And he finished third. He ran a 6.61. All right. So he ran a 6.61 to open. That's a 60. Jeez. That's running. If Noah can stay healthy and he's opened up that well, I say Noah can get it. I think Noah can get it. Now, here's the thing. It's got to be in the right condition and with the right competition, I think there's a chance. He definitely wants it. And he's got the attitude and want to. I definitely think he gets it. Now, my last question. I know the basketball game came on. I know it's a little light. So this, like I said, it's gonna be quick. And I got one question, last question from Ronald Isham. Asked, will next year's season surpass 75? And I say without a doubt. And here's the deal. I don't understand how this schedule is worse than last. Now, I know there's some games, like the Mississippi State game in Starkville. We don't normally play well. We add Bama. Who do we gain? I think we lose Ole Miss, but we lose Ole Miss and gain Bama. If we can, like I said last year, if we can stay healthy, health is the most important thing. If we can stay healthy, I say yes. I say we get to 9 wins. And the 3 losses, potentially, is Alabama. And I don't know, man. Alabama's going through some shit right now with losing both coordinators, losing Bryce Young. I don't know. They're losing the running back. It's going to be interesting, but they reload. But I think maybe we got a chance. I think we got a chance to get Bama. We can do what Bama when Stu ran that block field goal back. Maybe we can do something like that. But I think I can see us going 9-3, but I wouldn't count out 10-2. I think we got some for Tennessee. And I'm not trusting Milton to be what Hendon Hooker is. Milton has all of the athletic attributes. I'm not sure Milton has between the ears what Hendon Hooker had. And this offense doesn't take a Milton or Will Levis arm to succeed. It takes between the ears and getting that offense in tempo and making right decisions. So I'm not sure Milton is that guy. But he could prove me wrong. So I don't think we beat Georgia, but then Georgia has to replace Stetson Bennett. So it's going to be an interesting year, but we got to stay healthy. Marquise Cox got to come and play and get right and be healthy. And Devin Leary's got to be right and get healthy. Those are 2 humongous portal pickups. But they got to play and be healthy. And both of them had injury issues last year. So we got to get them in that strength and conditioning and healthy and pray that they stay healthy the whole year. Because if they do that, Marquise Cox solidifies the offensive line. It puts everybody where they're supposed to be. And with everybody where they're supposed to be, I think this offensive line gets back to the tradition that we have held down for the last 5 years at least. Not come last. So if we can get the O-line back, it makes it so easy on a play caller to make a call. Because now he doesn't have to scheme around guys who are not quite ready to be dependable. So I definitely think we go more than 75. Like I said last year, I thought we would go 10-2. I think we go 9-3 this year, no doubt. All right, y'all, that's all I got. Tune in to The Locker tomorrow, or if you watch this on YouTube later, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, me and Anthony White. And I promise you it's going to be a good show, especially after this win against Vandy, leading up to Blue Bloods on Saturday. So, hope y'all enjoyed the game tonight. And appreciate Zach for tuning in. And I'll see you guys next time, I guess.